Be blessed by the divine. May the Almighty force and our Guru protect us, guide us, lead us, support us day and night at all times, in all places, and in all our duties. Good afternoon, guys. And I hope you enjoyed the day today. Very happy to see that our predictions coming true today. This is a repeatable process. Many people predict various kinds of things, but I believe that our method of prediction is very close to the reality. So I'm pretty thrilled that today the prediction came true. In fact, if it had not come true today, I would have probably refunded all my money to your courses that you have joined, and I would have exited from financial astrology today. It's like last 3 4 days, I've been expecting a good fall of about 1% or so, but that was not coming at all for 2 days. In fact, yesterday, day before yesterday, expected some fall. I was not very confident of a fall, but I personally expected a fall. But today, I was sure that it was definitely going to fall, which is why I gave you about an 80% accuracy rate of today's prediction. I'm glad that it came true. Why did it come true today? Just to understand the market scenarios and why we predicted this today. So today, this is the morning bank. This is the astrology chart for today. And as you can see today, when the market opened, Moon was just about conjoined with Venus and Saturn. Array, just a second, please. Giving a little bit of a Venus. A moon was conjoined with Venus and Saturn, and slightly with Rahu also, and it was snapping away from each other. So that snap of a finger is super important. When moon transits away from a planet, the force of that sound, as you can see, when you snap the fingers, the sound comes only when the two fingers go away from each other. That snap is super important. That's what is happening today. That gave me a super confidence. The market was going to be definitely bearish sentiment. That means it was going to be a sell on rise market. So what happened to the market in the morning? As you can see, the market opened slightly up. It did open up slightly. This is the day chart. I will take the 1 hour chart. Right. Okay. So if you see the 1 hour chart, that the market opened at 24,289, whereas yesterday's closure was 24,245. So there was a good raise to 24,245 to 24,289. So that was a 50 point up that was there. And it went and touched our 2025 April 23rd resistance of 24,359 or so. And that's around the place where there has been a fall for 3 different times. There's been a big fall here on the 23rd of April. And 2 times it tried to touch that same thing on 24th. Also, it tried and touched the same thing and fell from there. And today also it went and touched and fell from there. And until about, and the first hour fall itself was a good 211 points. The next hour fall was around 193 points. And then the last fall was not there. So there was definitely something happening in the sky around 12:15, 12:15. What is happening? Now, here is the almanac that was prepared by our dear friend Amber sir. Amber has done a fantastic job of creating a daily planetary transit almanac. All our friends and all our students will get a copy of this for free. And the idea is both Amber and I think I can speak for Amber also. I need to take permission from him before I speak about it. But I believe that he is also very happy to distribute this information to students so that they can benefit from this. This is an interactive almanac. And let's see, why did the market recover at around 12 o'clock? If you see the market recovery, let's just go to a 5 minutes chart or a 15 minutes chart. It'll be more interesting to look at the 15 minutes chart, I support. There you go. At around 11:45, the market fell by 30. But then the next candle after 12 o'clock, the market recovered. 65 point up. Next candle was 5 point up. Next candle 7.5, 75 point up, 20 point up, and fell by 10 points, then 115. And then again it recovered 47 points, 63 points. At around 1:45, 2 o'clock, it attempted to fall. But again, not a massive fall that happened. But yes, there has been a decent fall that has happened over about 100 points or so. It fell. But nevertheless, we can see that this is a fantastic recovery that we saw, the dramatic recovery. Why did the dramatic recovery happen? This is the moon transit almanac on a daily basis. Now, if you see the moon transit, today moon at around 8:44, interestingly, Rahu also transited into the Mars sub in Jupiter's Purvabhadrapada Nakshatra in Meena Rasi at around 8:44. Around the same time, moon transited into Saturn Nakshatra. Saturn Nakshatra, Uttarabhadrapada in Pisces. So we expected the market to fall because there was a conjunction, there was a snap out of the planets of each other. But then if you see, okay, just a little bit of ignore the 11 o'clock thing because Jupiter is not one of the strongest planets for us in the Indian stock market. So 11 o'clock, nothing much really happened. Actually, if you really see here, 11 o'clock, the market actually continued to fall. So there was not a big significance of Jupiter in the Indian stock market. It is useful. I will tell you when later on in our course, I will talk about Jupiter. But if you see at 11:29 today, moon transited into Jupiter's sign of Pisces in Saturn Nakshatra Uttarabhadrapada in Mercury sub. And around the time the moon started moving further and further away from Saturn and Venus, let's say around 12:15. So you can see that moon was at 3, Saturn was at 308, and moon was already moved away 3 degree, 20 degree minutes from Saturn into 528, and it has shifted into the Mercury sub. So what did the market do? The sentiment changed. Until then, the market was falling. But by around 12:15 or so, the market players decided that, hey, I feel that this is a fantastic opportunity for us to buy on dip instead of sell on rise, which happened at 9:15, and then around 9:30, 9:45, 9:10 o'clock, 10:15, etc., all the way down to 12 o'clock. At 12:15, the market decided, hey, this is a nice dip. And again, you see, why did the dip also happen? Look at the preciseness of what we have drawn here. You see that? Where did the market recover from? The double top resistance that happened on the 25th of March and 5th of February. And this double top resistance, which Nifty broke out a few days ago, acting now as a support level. This is the beauty of this combining astrology versus the technical analysis. Once you are able to draw the resistance, and there is going to be a resistance here, it had fallen double time in the last 2 days. Market actually fell down from there. So I have written that down 24,349. Of course, there has been a last minute fall also that we saw here. After 3 o'clock, the 3 o'clock, if you look at the 245 candle, it went up 12 points, and then in the 3 o'clock candle it went down by 24, but the last candle went down by 61 points. Why did the last candle fall after 3 or 315 to 330? Why did it fall? Now take a look at moon around 315 transited into Jupiter sign in the same nakshatra of Uttarabhadrapada in Ketu sub. Traditionally, Ketu has been not so very positive. Moon has not been very positive. Mercury has been positive. In fact, we should have seen that Saturn also reasonably positive. It will take over the midterm trend, whatever is the short term trend that we are seeing. that Saturn nakshatra should have given. But unfortunately, Moon was conjoined with Saturn, and once it released out of the Saturn, the market recovered. Finally, at 3:15, the market actually fell a little bit. Okay. Now, what is going to happen to the market going forward? Let's now look at what is going to happen to the market, right? Okay. All right. Let's open the 28th of April. Sorry about that. 28th of April 2025. This is Monday. So tomorrow day afternoon, but the trading holiday. So Monday, when the market opens, what's going to happen to the market? Now let's look at Moon. All other planets practically going to be pretty much the same, but however, there is going to be some interesting shift in the market. So let's see tomorrow. Today, if you look at it, Jupiter has already finished his transit into the Jupiter sub in Mrigashira Nakshatra, nothing significant. And Sun at around 6:22 p.m. is going to shift into Mercury sub in the same Ashwini Nakshatra, nothing significant, but Venus is going to shift into Uttarabhadrapada Nakshatra. Okay. Now, we don't have a super strong signification of Venus with the Indian stock market, but this is going to happen about 20-25 minutes before the US market opens. Not possibly a very good sign for the US market. So if you are investing in Nasdaq and S&P and Dow, watch out for what's going to happen in the market, because when the market is opening, we are going to see Venus in Saturn star and Moon going to be conjoined with, very closely conjoined, may not be exact conjunction, but very closely going to be conjoined with Mercury. Again, not a very fantastic day, hopefully, for the US market. So I've not done great analysis of the US market, but this is just for your information and your own research. Okay, so let's now go to, now this is tomorrow, right? So let's generate the almanac of Ambers in this. God bless Amber for creating such a beautiful tool. Look at how easy peasy it is to do this. Okay, so Moon will continue to be in Rahu Nakshatra, no problem. But tomorrow Moon will shift into Revati Nakshatra, Mercury's Nakshatra. And it'll continue to be those, so no other planet transit for day tomorrow. Now, what about day after tomorrow, Sunday? Puchi, may I request you a little bit quiet, please? I'm in a class. Sorry about that. Thank you, Puchi. God bless you. All right. Now, Saturn is going to be transiting into Uttarabhadrapada Nakshatra. So Saturn is going to become slightly more powerful in its own nakshatra on Sunday. And Ketu is going to shift into the Rahu sub, and Mercury is going to shift into Mercury's nakshatras tomorrow. That is also going to make Mercury super powerful. And Sun is going to shift into Venus Nakshatra. So all planets are becoming stronger and stronger as the days go by. Venus is going to become stronger, and uh, Venus is probably going to become slightly weaker as the day goes by, because Venus in Saturn star is not a highly positive news for the US market. But in India, we don't have, probably banking sector may have a slight hit in India. But we are seeing Mercury being very strong. Mercury is a super strong planet for Indian stock market. Mars is good. And Moon, of course, we know is ruling the daily mindsets of the people. So Moon is also super important. Now let's see what's going to happen as we look at Monday. Monday, we are going to see Moon starting in Venus Nakshatra in Rahu sub. Both are highly positive, and Venus is not going to be highly conjoined. It's going to be slightly moving away from the planets, and we are going to see that Venus is going to actually be close to Saturn and moving away from Saturn also. And Venus is moving into the Saturn star. Saturn itself going to move into the Saturn star. So very strong Saturn conjunction is going to happen, and it is a Amavasya day. So the day is going to be Amavasya, and typically, as long as moon is within 6 degree 40 degree minutes of sun, we will still consider a conjunction, but this is a very weak conjunction. So astrologically, if you look at it, 28th of April 2025, the 9:15 a.m. moon is still mildly conjoined with sun. So this is a weak conjunction. And moon in Venus star, sun in Venus star, Mercury in Mercury star. And we are going to see Saturn and Venus conjoined. Venus is now moving away from Saturn, right? Venus will not be anymore under the grip of Saturn, definitely moving further away from Rahu. So that conjunction is released, and Saturn also moving away from Rahu. So this is not going to be anything major for us to worry about. So will the market be a fall on Monday? Unlikely to be a uh, sell on dip, sell on rise market. Okay, most likely, although we don't have a super strong signification here, so we have a very weak correlation of a buy on dip mood in the market. So we don't have a very strong conjunction of sun and moon. Last time when we had sun and moon pretty much in the same degree, the market actually fell by about 1.6% or so. But will that 1.6% fall will come? I don't think so. I don't think so. I do not have a very strong correlation. I only have a very weak correlation of a buy on dip mode in the market because of this the number of planetary signification that we are seeing. So this is for Monday. Now, what about Tuesday? Tuesday, when the market opens, moon will be in Sun Nakshatra in Taurus, and Venus would have completely gotten released from Rahu's grip and moving further away from Saturn, becoming a little bit more strong, but overall still a little weak as Venus. So banking stocks, big question mark. But Moon typically in Taurus has been good for banking stocks. So this could be a day when we can see a further rise in Nifty. So we don't have a very strong correlation of a bullish market. But yes, this could be if the midterm trend is bullish, which is bullish at this point of time, the market could see a further rise on this day. And what about the 30th, which is on Wednesday? Will we see a dip on this day? Moon is in Rohini Nakshatra, a sluggish day. Whenever moon is in moon's own nakshatra, moon in moon's Rohini star, the day will be sluggish. It's not, then there is no conjunction here at all. Jupiter is far away from moon, a good 8 degree away from moon. So Wednesday is likely to be somewhat sluggish. But again, we do not have a very strong sell on rise on the day. So again, the day is not going to be super bad. Maybe a slight pullback can happen. Maybe a sideways movement can happen on Wednesday, on Thursday. Now, this is Thursday. Now, Thursday, moon is in our favorite Mrigashira Nakshatra, Mars Nakshatra. So, the moon will be most likely on the 1st of May. The May month is moon, will be buy on dip. So this is generally what we would like to call as the bullish sentiment. We are using planets to understand the sentiment indicators. We are not going to say the market is going to be bullish. Please understand what we are predicting here, but very likely that it is going to be again an upward move. And what about Friday, moon in Arudra Nakshatra, Rahu Nakshatra. If the trend, this is a what we call the 9-day trend. I told you about a 9-day trend. If the 9-day trend, which we will know by Tuesday, we will know the trend. If the trend has been bullish, then most likely 2nd May 2025 also is likely to be a buy on dip, which means bullish sentiment. So we are going to see, in my opinion, next week, we are going to be a strong bullish sentiment week. Okay, provided we do not see a new short term 9-day trend starting on Monday, Tuesday, right? If the short term trend is bullish, I do think that the market is going to be bullish. I don't think it's going to be a massively bullish market, but yes, we are seeing some interesting thing. Monday and Tuesday could be a bullish day, and we could see a nice bullish day on Thursday also, because these are planetary support days for us. And hopefully, we will see a smart recovery of the Nifty touching 25,000. So I expect this is my personal expectation, not an astrology prediction. Okay, this is not an astrology prediction. I personally expect Nifty to touch 24,500 to 25,000 next week. Okay, not sure if it will come, but as my personal expectation is that the market will come back and smartly touch it. So, can I go really bullish? Can I really go ballistics? Can I really go keep buying stocks at this point of time? Please talk to your whoever is your investment advisor. Don't take the trade based on what I'm just showing you here. And this is for educational purposes only. I don't want you to take a trade simply because we are seeing that, oh, Thursday is a holiday, next Thursday is a holiday. Okay, so that's good. I'm not sure if it is a holiday. Please check if it is a holiday. Holiday for NSC, May 1st, right? So May 1st is most likely going to be a holiday. Okay, so yeah, this planet wise, I don't see a war starting either. So I don't see a strong correlation of a war starting. Uh, this is whatever is happening in the world is something that is very temporary. I don't see a major recession starting astrologically. I don't see a Indo-Pakistan war or a surgical strike starting. They might use all kinds of other methods to put pressure. Already, the Pakistan stock market actually fell by over 1,000 points yesterday because we stopped water to that country. And it's not something that is good for the country. So there must be other methods of doing it. And that is also the reason why the Indian stock market fell today. So we probably, whatever reasons, whatever methods we used, or whatever psychological things that we did, the Pakistan market fell by 1,000 points. So Indian market also fell today. So daniki dini saripoindi, as they say. So that's what has probably happened. But let's see what's going to happen in the short term, in the midterm, in the Indian market. Let's keep a watch on it. I don't think that we have a very strong correlation of a strong bearish move, at least on Monday, Tuesday. We should see throughout the week a good bullish move. Having said that, please talk to your investment advisor and see what you can do to take a trade. Any questions, any doubts that any of you have? Keshav, I will share with you the almanac after talking to Amarji and make sure that it is available for all of you. All my students will receive a copy or access to the KP Astro Almanac free of cost without any charges. This is our gift to you. Okay, guys. So if you liked today's class and recording, we will be updating this into our YouTube channel. And feel free to share it with your friends, relatives, and all other traders that you know. And make sure that you subscribe and follow, and make sure that you comment and like whatever that you would like to see. Krishna, I don't have a specific correlation of the market falling anymore at this point of time. We are going to do week by week, and we shall continue to see how we can take it forward from here. Yes, Ajay, please unmute. Tell me, sir.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sir, I got half of my fees back, so thanks a lot. So
Good,
today
sir.
I again earned good money, 15,000.
Very good. Excellent.
Yeah.
All
I
credit
sold
goes to you.
future.
I don't want you to take the trade based on my predictions, sir. All credits for your success goes entirely to you. I don't want any share of your success, sir. But I wish you very well.
So I just need your blessings because Guru's blessing is a must.
All the very best, sir. May the Almighty force of our Guru always be there with you. Good luck. Be blessed
Yeah,
by the divine.
thank you, sir. Thank you.
All
So,
right.
I would like to tell one thing that
Uh-huh.
only patience pays here. In the
Of
morning,
course.
the market was up. I
Yeah.
show some patience and I put a price that where I would like to buy, and it was
Uh-huh.
a successful trade.
Wonderful.
Thank you, thank you,
Excellent.
sir.
Very happy to know. Yes, it is indeed. I know one other trader who became impatient, and that person discussed with the technical analyst and also discussed with me and took 4 lots of Sensex PE last evening. 4 lots they took. Okay. And this morning, Art became very impatient, very impulsive, and panicked when the market actually went up, opened up, and then fell. They sold 2 lots. Okay, of course, they didn't lose any money in that lot, and then they waited for some more time. The market went up a little bit. It struggled to go up. At that struggling point, when it was attempting to go up but couldn't go up, sold one more lot. Had one lot and sold it at, bought it at 515 and sold it at around 575 or so. And then it went up to 1245, 1250, and calling me and saying, "Sir, I did not believe you, sir. I don't know what happened, sir. I apologize, sir. I've lost so much money." See, this is a notional gain you have lost. It's not like you have lost money. You still made 5% on your capital. Getting 5% on your capital on a single trade, single day trade is super. Which bank will give you 5% interest on your fixed deposit? So obviously, which is great, but still could have made, could have easily more than doubled their money. That happens. Karma plays a big role. Not luck, but karma plays a big role. Yes, Suri sir. Suri ji, you have any question?
Hello.
Suri, you can speak.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir, I just thought that I was waiting for the market to go down. I did
Mm-hmm.
not get upset because it gapped up. Because I
Okay.
don't know, just tell me if my thinking was right, that when it is in the cusp, when it goes out of the cusp, that is the time when it happens?
Out of the cusp. What do you mean cusp?
Means out of the degrees, that 3.2, when it goes
Out of conjunction. No, no, no,
out
no,
of
no. As
conjunction.
long as see, if two planets are in the same degree and one
Right.
planet moves away from that same degree, it is called as snapping out. And
Okay.
up to 3.2, that snapping out is effective. Once it crosses beyond 3.2, like it happened today at 12:15, it moves just away from 3.2, the market record. And moon also transited into Mercury nakshatra. Both happened simultaneously, market record. Okay, once it moves away beyond to 3.2, the market will no more conjunct. Planets are not conjoined with each other. This is the power of the Krishnamurti Paddhati system.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Keshav. Keshav Katari, sir.
Sir, audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Uh, Sir, today was a very great and waiting day because since we started the class, we were waiting for this fall. But
Mhm.
in my, I was having the one PE since yesterday of Nifty.
Mm,
But today morning मार्केट ऊपर खुला तो थोड़ा डर लगा तो बहुत कम प्रॉफिट के अंदर में एग्जिट मार लिया उसको. So
mm.
question, my question is that कि as a astrological आपने अभी बोला कर्मा, कर्मा is also
Correct.
play a role. So other than
Absolutely.
karma, अदर देन कर्मा ऐसा भी है ना कि किसी के कुंडली में नहीं है योग, उसको शेयर मार्केट से पैसा
I
कमाना.
will teach you, sir. I will teach you. You are in the current batch of the boot camp, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
I will teach you, sir, how to look at which will work. Can you make money in options? Can you make money in futures? Can you make money in, let us say, day trading, positional trading, swing trading? I'll teach you all of that, sir, based on your astrology.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Suri,
Sir, when is our class? It's on Saturday or
today
Astro-
we have.
today? Okay,
We
thank
have
you.
once today. Yeah. Thank you. All the very best, guys. Take care of yourself. May the Almighty Force and our Guru all